Morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine. We started with marketing management topic. As you all know that marketing management involves conscious efforts to facilitate exchange of goods or services from manufacturer to consumer. So in order to achieve desired exchange outcome with target market, it is important to decide that which product you are dealing with. So marketing management is basically deal with the products. It starts from the idea which comes in the mind of the producer and how the product will be made, which technique will be used, and from idea to production, then fixing the price of the product, and then distribution of the product, giving name to the product, branding of the product. All these functions are of marketing management. This we have already done. Today in this lesson we are going to discuss different types of products. Now products can be of different types, which we are going to discuss in detail. Dear students, in this flow chart you can see that products can be classified into two categories, that is consumer products and industrial products. Consumer products are the products which are consumed by the consumer directly, and industrial products are the products which are used by the industry for the further production. Then consumer products are again divided into durable on the basis of durability and shopping effort involves. This is we are going to discuss in the next slide. Dear students, this topic maybe it is not given in your book, it is given in NCERT, but it is important for your knowledge. So pay attention. If you don't have NCERT book, it's okay, but save this video. So products on the basis of shopping efforts. Now on the basis of shopping efforts, first we have convenient products. Convenient products are the products which we buy according to our convenience. For example, you can see this picture, this bread, ice cream, eggs, medicine. For buying these things, you don't specially get ready and buy the things. You will buy these products from your nearby retailer. So these products will be bought immediately and frequently from the nearby retailer only. You don't dress up and go to the market to buy these products. So convenient products are purchased at convenient locations with least efforts and time. Convenience products have a regular and continued demand, as these generally come under the category of essential products. So these products have small units of purchase and low prices. For example, eggs, you can say other consumable products which you use in daily, you are buying them on small units only. So convenience products have standardized price, as most of these products are branded products. These the competition in this product is high, as the supply is greater than the demand. The marketer have therefore to heavily advertise these products, and sale promotion schemes also can be used to promote the products. So second number is shopping products. Now shopping products, you can see the picture, these are the items which you don't buy frequently, but for buying these products you compare the price, style, suitability, quality of the product, and then especially you go to the market to compare the products, then you take the decision. So shopping products are those consumer goods in the purchase of which buyers devote considerable time to compare the quantity, price, style and other features. So before making the final purchase, you compare the products. So some examples are, for example, furniture, radio, television. The characteristics of shopping products are, the shopping products are generally of durable nature, means they don't get they are not perishable in nature, they don't destroy very easily. The unit price as well as profit margin for shopping product is generally high. As these products have high unit price, consumer compare the product of different companies before making selection. Purchases of shopping products are generally pre-planned, and there is a little degree of impulse buying in these products, means you think and then you buy the product. Retailers generally play an important role in the sale of shopping products, or as lot of persuasive effort is needed to convince the buyers to purchase them. Okay, then third we have specialty products. Specialty products are the products which are of some special features, like some antique items. So for this you have to search for the seller. Sellers are not easily available, and these products are also not easily available. So special effort has to be made to purchase these products. These products are such which have reached a brand loyalty of the highest order with a significant number of buyers. The buyers are willing to spend a lot of time and efforts on the purchase of such products. For example, if there is a rare collection of artwork or of antiques, some people may willing to spend a lot of shopping efforts and travel long distance also to buy the products. Now, some of the important characteristics of specialty product. Number one, the demand for specialty products is limited as relatively small number of people buy these products, and these products are expensive also. Specialty products are available for sale at few places as the number of customers is small and willing to take extra effort. An aggressive promotion is required for the sale of specialty products in order to inform people about the availability, features, etc. So after sale services are very important for many of the specialty products. I hope it is clear to you. Then second category is the durability of products on the basis of durability. First is non-durable products, which can be spoiled very easily and they will not stay for long time. For example, we purchase products like toothpaste, detergent, bathing soaps and stationery products. From the marketing point of view, these products generally command a small margin, should be made available in many locations and need to be heavily advertised. Durable products. These are these tangible consumer products which normally survive many uses. For example, refrigerator, radio, bicycle, sewing machine, kitchen gadgets. They can be stayed for a long time. So these goods are generally used for a longer period, command a higher per unit margin, and require greater personal selling efforts. Then third category is service. Services are intangible in nature, you cannot see them. A service is inseparable from the source. That means we cannot separate the service from the person who is providing the service. The services cannot be stored. We cannot have inventory of services. Services are highly variable, means it depends upon the quantity and the person who is taking it and providing it. That's why there's a difference in the extent of satisfaction we get from the services provided by the different people. So this you have done in class 11th also. Then we have industrial product. This we were discussing about the consumer products. Now we are discussing about the industrial products. These are the products which are used by the industries. Some characteristics of industrial products are: number one, number of buyers. So as compared to consumer products, the number of buyers of industrial products are limited. We know that only the person who is going to do the manufacturing or further production, they will only buy. Then channel levels means how you are going to distribute the product. That is also a channel which we are using. They are shorter, means we are not using longer channels. Number three is the geographical concentration. Because of location of industries at certain point or region, industrial markets are highly concentrated geographically. For instance, the demand for power looms comes from Bombay, and we know that this particular product will be required in this particular area only. So we know that where is our customer. Then derived demand. The demand for industrial product is derived from the demand of consumer products. If their consumer products demand is more, then industrial products also will be required more. Then there is a role of technical concentration also, means products are complex products, so that's why you have to see the technical points also, means technical knowledge is required. Then reciprocal buying. Some big companies from basic industrial like oil, steel, rubber, medicine resort to the practice or reciprocal buying. For example, Ashok Leyland, you must have heard, they deal with the these trucks and all. They may buy tires and tubes from MRF, which in turn may buy trucks from Leyland. So they basically deal in reciprocal buying only. I am buying this, you buy this from me. Leasing out also. A growing trend in industrial products market is to lease out rather than to purchase a product. And also this process is also very common nowadays. Then you can see this diagram. In this industrial goods, they are classified on the type of material and parts, capital items, supplies and business services. Here the examples are also written. See, you can see that materials and parts, These includes goods that enter the manufacturer's products completely. Such goods are of two types, like raw material included farm products like cotton, sugar, oil, etc. Then manufactured material and parts. These are again two types, component material like glass, iron, plastic. So then we have capital items. These are goods which are used in the component of the we buy products. Capital means from money which we are buying the products. Again they are of two types, installation and equipments. So no need to go detail in these things. You should know basic things, like questions will not come directly from this part, but you should know that product can be of different types. And while you making your product, then also you can keep this thing in mind, that you can go into which type of product you are making, consumer product or industrial products. In consumer product, which product you are making. So all these things you should know. Basically the question directly will not come, but because marketing revolves around the products, you know so that you should know that products can be of different types. Dear students, must save this video for future reference, because this part is not given in your book and it is important to understand the types of products. Thank you. Have a nice day.